Oh, good morning. The fans are working good, so I think it's a little bit cooler in here. And that's good because it's a great day in Broome County. So good morning, and I want to thank you all for joining us here on this exciting day. And first, I'd like to welcome Governor Andrew Cuomo back to Binghamton. Governor, thank you for being here for this very special announcement, not only for Broome County, but also for New York State. So thank you for being here. We are also joined by a number of other special guests, and I would like to take a moment to recognize a few of them now. And please join me in welcoming Assemblyman Cliff Crouch, founder and CEO of Modern Marketing, Dan Babcock. And Dan, it's been a long year, but we're here. City of Binghamton Mayor Rich David. My dear friend from when we were supervisors, and we remain very good friends, is Supervisor Gordy Niffen. Gordy. Chairman of the Broome County Legislature, Jerry Marinich. And then we also have legislators here. We have Dan J. Reynolds. We have Kim Myers. We have Kelly Wildener. We also have Scott Baker. And we cannot forget our president of SUNY Broome, President Drum. And the final person is the executive director of the agency, Kevin McLaughlin, who's been a partner for Broome County. And Kevin, we thank you. We all thank you for everything that you help us do in Broome County. Kevin McLaughlin. Okay, Governor, you have been an incredible friend and a big advocate for our region. And on behalf of everyone in Broome County, I want to say thank you for recognizing this opportunity for our area. And today's announcement is some good news. 600 new jobs coming our way in Broome County. After decades of decline, we are finally seeing progress for the region's economy, and today's announcement is just another example of how we are building a brighter future for our community. We are here today because of the incredible partnership between Governor Cuomo, New York State, Broome County, the agency, and of course, our friends in the private sector, Dan Babcock and his team. So again, Dan, I want to say thank you, to Modern Marketing Concepts, a company born right here in Broome County, for having faith in our region. Because bringing good jobs to Broome County has and always will be one of my top priorities. And I could not be more thrilled that our partnership with Modern Concepts is leading this huge success. We are proving one step at a time that the Southern Tier has all the ingredients for success, and businesses are taking notice. This announcement is one that will create hundreds and hundreds of jobs. These jobs will help to attract young professionals and keep our valued SUNY graduates right here in Binghamton. Let's look at a few numbers that show how important and significant this addition is going to be. The current unemployment rate of Broome County is about 5.8%, with about 5,100 people at this time out of work. If Modern Marketing hires primarily people from Broome County, more than 10% of our unemployed residents could go back to work. That's huge. So as you can see, these new jobs are a major addition to our local economy and will be a real game changer for many years to come. So here in Broome County, we believe that government can be a powerful partner to help companies expand. And today, we see the results of that partnership. This is a big step for our region's economy and future, and I look forward to working with all of our partners to ensure its success. Now it is my honor to introduce Assemblyman Clifford Crouch. Cliff?
Thank you, County Executive Debbie Preston, and good morning to everybody. And thank you for coming out today. This is a great thing. Special thank you to Governor Cuomo for coming here today. It's a pleasure to have you here in the southern tier in Broome County, and we got some good things going. Both in Albany and here in Binghamton, Governor Cuomo has shown what it means to work in a bipartisan manner to get things done. And I know that it means when he plans to help every corner of the state. And we're very comfortable with that. We need that help. And today's announcement is an example of how the state is investing in local assets and to make our economy stronger than ever. It's all about making local business more competitive, which also translates into more opportunity for young people looking for a job. We always talk about brain drain. We have great university, the greatest university here in the state, and we train our young people, and then all of a sudden we have to have jobs to keep them here. But not only the jobs, but we have to have a good workplace. So this particular announcement is one that I believe will attract young professionals to the area and specifically help us retain some of the bright young minds currently studying at schools like SUNY Binghamton. That's one of the most important things we can do to grow the local economy, because if you have a vibrant and talented young workforce, the possibilities are truly limitless. They get married, they settle down, they have children go to our schools, and the whole thing starts coming together in a great community. Together we are bringing Binghamton back in the southern tier, making this a better place for all of us to live. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. Please welcome the founder and the CEO of Modern Marketing Concepts, Daniel Babcock.
Thank you, Assemblyman. Good to see everyone. I realize that my name's been mentioned a lot, but this is really a we. It's about Modern Marketing Concepts and the people at Modern Marketing Concepts, our clients, and all the folks involved today. So this is just a little story of how we got here. It's quick. We are Modern Marketing Concepts. We started in 1987. We built, over the last 29 years, a culture, a technology platform, and a series of products that allow the transformation of the corporations we serve in the markets we serve, which is primarily healthcare and building products. It's an announcement today, obviously, about this building. It's an announcement about the jobs. But what most people don't realize is last year we added 80 jobs. We've been actually transforming ourselves for years, finding the right people, employing the Binghamton University graduates, employing people from all walks of life. We've got an office in Denver with incredibly talented tech stack people. We've got an office in Ireland that we just started up, and yet no one knows what we do. And primarily, it's because we don't tell anyone, because our clients' brands everyone in this room uses, everyone in this room takes advantage of, and they don't really want us talking about their companies. They want us being successful for them. So today we'll unveil a little bit of what we're all about. And it's really the fact that we're in the right place here in Binghamton. Our company with the right people who have incredible talents, incredible energy, who have a vibrant spirit, who are providing the solution that our clients need at the right time and the right place, because our clients are going through a huge disruptive period in time because they're manufacturers and distribution companies in healthcare and building products. All of you know in the consumer world around 10 years ago, including all the media here, there was a major transformation, started with the internet, companies out there moving the way, removing the barriers to the way you get your news, the way you do business, buying or renting a hotel room like with Airbnb, the way that you do taxi service in a bigger city with a company like Uber. My daughter in Boston, same age as the governor's daughter, basically sits there and says, "Dad, where do you want to go? I'll just Uber." And I'm thinking, what's Uber? Right? How do you use Uber? And within 2 minutes, this gentleman or person drives up with this beautiful car, shuts us, shuts the door, puts us where we need to go, and it's an amazing experience, clean, unbelievable. And yet, many people look at that and say, well, we need to stop that, or we need to slow that down. And I look at it and say, that's like trying to stop when Main Street USA was trying to stop Walmart. It's not going to happen. Those technologies are here to stay, and our company and our clients need those technologies to compete. So everyone knows those disruptions, but what they're not familiar with are the disruptions that are going to start to occur or are occurring in healthcare and construction. It's a transformation, it's a landscape that, in our opinion, we're at the right place, right time to take advantage of. Let's give an example. Scott Kay, who's our president of building products business, been with me and his partner and his friend for 24 years? 25 years. Oh, congratulations. I'll get you a watch or something. Wow, should have known that. Details. When you talk about our construction business and the brands that we represent, which would, like I said, a brand that you would know in every single case across our 15 different categories. In the next few years, if you're a consumer and you want a roof, today you call a local contractor and they come into your house, you have to be home from work, and it's a matter of that contractor wowing you with their sales presentation. They get on the roof and they measure and they give you the roof or the siding or the windows or whatever you're in the purchase path of. Now, within 15 minutes, with a platform built and supported by our partners in Modern Marketing Concepts, we can measure your roof, we can give you a price, we can give you 3 local contractors who will put that roof in, we'll help finance it, and if you buy, we'll manage the project, all from Binghamton, New York. We'll then manage the life value of that roof, the warranty, maybe we'll add solar, and we'll support that customer, our distributor, and our manufacturer the whole way through the process. It's a transformation that you say, well, that's a great dream. I'm sure at some point Amazon was like that or Facebook. But last year, we put 40,000 air conditioners in with that model for Fannie Mae and other companies that are large property owners. We're doing it not with headlines, not with wow press conferences, but actually with in the trenches learning how to make this go. And we're making lots of mistakes, but we're learning every single day. It's an unbelievable time to be in business. Let's look at our healthcare business. This might scare some of you, but if you're a doctor or a caregiver, or you're a patient with a wound, in some cases, that doctor or that hospital may not have seen that wound or may not understand how to take care of that wound. Today, in Binghamton, New York, they have access 24/7 with a Modern Marketing Concepts qualified nurse or other to not only allow that caregiver to have a voice, but to show them with video how to support that wound, treat that wound, and manage that patient from that wound period all the way through to health. No longer is the check blank when it comes to the healthcare hospital or doctor's office billing insurance or billing Medicare or Medicaid. Instead, it's a fixed amount that they get paid for that treatment. So they have to pay for or perform based on X dollars. We're a company that comes in and manages that experience to the best of its ability. We lower the cost of that healthcare experience. We give the patient better care. We give the doctor or the caregiver setting a much better experience. That's Modern Marketing Concepts. We did that thousands of times last year. No one knows because we don't tell you. You see, Modern Marketing Concepts is changing the world in the way it markets and sells. We are perfectly placed in a time of history, just like Amazon was, or Google, or Facebook, and I'm not promising to be any of those 3, but we do have the exact same mission. Change, 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 disrupt, disrupt, disrupt. This building and this arrangement with New York State is very similar to what happened in our transformation of our state in New York City. If you look today in New York City, what used to be financial, et cetera, is now filled with tech companies. Incredible, talented youth flooding to New York City to work in agencies, to give a digital experience, to provide content that basically can be used throughout the world to market and sell. We want to do the same thing here. We think now it's time in upstate New York to use this building and its amazing bones and footprint. It's 420,000 feet, multiple floors. It was built for multi-tenant layout. Edwin Link, when he built this building, designed this building, is the home of a simulation company and the home of simulation. If you talk to any aviator, I was down playing golf in Florida and a gentleman had his hat on and I caught up with him playing golf and I couldn't rudely pass him, so I had to play a couple holes with him. And I said to him, I said, so it looks like you were in the war. He talked about it. I said, you ever hear of Link? Oh yeah. He goes, I flew a simulator made by Link. That was this building. That's what his mission was. We're extending his 42-acre campus for 430,000 feet of steel that currently is only housing a small footprint of 2 tenants. We're basically coming in and saying this will be a turnkey operation with the help of these loans that we've been given by the state, along with a payback package that if we add the jobs, we get the grants. But we're completely on the hook for the full dollar amount based on success. We're basically putting this building back on the market. we're giving people an opportunity to work in an environment that they want to work in. And I just want to make sure you realize our whole community at times, I think, needs a spine angle adjustment. I don't think when Johnson or Link or Raymond or any of the great companies were here that we were closer to the equator and it was warmer. I don't think at that time we didn't have snow. I don't think at that time we didn't have problems. I think at that time they just had a vision. And if you read the book that I actually got, Scott, I've mentioned you twice now, from Scott for my birthday, my 50th, it was a book by Johnson written in 1935, and he said, my key to success, which was 44,000 people making shoes, he said, was to set the imagination of my employees on fire. Pretty cool, right here in Binghamton. So let's be different. Let's build something that is a wow. Let me give you an example. This is just the list. I'm almost done. This is the list that our employees submitted in which they want this building to be. This is just one stack. Jennifer, I got your email. This is what our millenniums want to work in. Ready? Individual workstations for focusing on strategy and execution. They're pretty cool, we can do that. They want additional workspace though when they meet as a team. Okay, we can do that. They want whiteboards and solutions for collaborating worldwide that all go onto the web so you can collaborate for people out of their home offices. Okay, we can do that. They want privacy pods when separation is required. You're going to be in big trouble when you have to retrofit the state. They want a decompression break zone for boosting creativity and encouraging fresh perspective. They want stretch, yoga space, swings, ping pong, air hockey, bounce house, sports, fish tank, and etc. We can do that. They want cubby space for personal belongings like their bicycles or their mini electric cars or their fold-up electronic equipment. Mini kitchen for working meals based on their own diet. We can do that. They want private bathrooms for doing the bathroom thing. We can do that. They want a popcorn machine. I hate that idea because I hate the smell of popcorn. We're not doing that. They want a nap pod. No lie. They want a nap pod. Yep, look at them. We can do that. That one's an easy one. Already got that. Display shelving. They want their pride that you can't do on social media every day, displaying their work. We can do that. They want loft space so when they meet, they can read and do their social media without feeling like they're taken away from their employer. We can do that. I don't even know what that is. They want their cutting-edge equipment. They want everything to be touchscreen. They want music systems built into the walls and into the floors. They want real plants. They want great flooring that vibrates, or that's vibrant and seasonal things. They want smart screen TVs. They want all of their space allowed to go on the web. And they basically want a visual history of Greater Binghamton so they take pride in their community. They want branded tour vehicles so when we bring a customer, they can actually sit on a branded tour vehicle and see all the locations so they understand where they are. Are you ready for this? Cool bike racks, which I love. And then they want a robust self-service mini mart so when they work late, they can have food. John Dowd's loving that. Outdoor workspace. They want outdoor workspace with solar systems. I love that. These last two are perfect. They want a lactation lounge because happy babies make happy moms. Okay, no problem. You can clap. There you go. And an on-site daycare. Yes, 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 maybe, no. So, I just want to tell everyone that this is obviously many, many buildings with dreams have become tombstones from people who didn't perform. We're going to perform. We've got a great company. We're going to make this work. I appreciate everybody coming today. I'm really excited about building a culture where our employee satisfaction is real and it drives our customer experience and our profit. Now I got to say thanks, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to leave a lot of names off. I'm not perfect at this, but I'm going to have to read this. On behalf of my wife, Lisa, Sierra, one of 3 kids that are here, my mom, Richard, and Kevin, my partner, and Stephen, and everyone else, we'd love the fact that you guys are all here. My wife and I feel it an incredible and grateful opportunity and a blessing to be part of this. Andonola Hogan, Jerry Fiorentino, the people who worked so hard at the front end of the presentation that we presented to the Binghamton and also to the state, Chris Olson, Evelina Holdridge, her team, Stephen Donnelly and his team, Delta Engineering, Anthony Paniccia is sitting right there. He's the one that in 4 days designed the current view, took it, automated it, and pulled these together. Amazing in 4 days. And then obviously working with Kevin McLaughlin, and I want you to know, Kevin, who came back from the state, in my opinion, took the IDA and gave a voice to many versus a few. And he was a phenomenal listener and then a coordinator of all these different parties that had to communicate. And I was so blown away by his receptivity when we brought this deal to him. And it was just a privilege to now not only work every single day with Kevin, but weekends and holidays. We've worked on this deal every day since last August 8th. We have not missed a day. Dan Schofield, who when we got discouraged, who works for the county, Dan Schofield said, let's tell you what, I'll listen to your dream. Let's say we can versus we can't. He got with Debbie Preston, who listened to me again. We got with Town Supervisor Gordon Niffen. And then at that point, we pulled in ESD with Bonnie Palmer, who's in the back standing, I assume. Right there's Bonnie. Bonnie dots, what is it, dots crossed? No, dots dotted. Guys, there you go. I got that one. I knew I'd mess up something. You got to have that done with ESD. We've done it. I am blown away, New York City with the JDA, with Ray Salaberios and John Evan and that gang. They've been incredibly good to work for and work with Peter Newman and Sue Burtis over at M&T, and then obviously our governor and his team, who have given us hope and a foundation for this change. I'd also like to thank, and my prayers go out to Senator Libous for his health and for all the years of support for me and the business community inside Greater Binghamton. He's done many years of good, and I believe deserves much praise for this effort. To Jamie Masiak and L3, they have literally opened their doors every day to give us all of the different things that we needed to design, develop, and work out the financials. Jamie's been phenomenal along with the team at L3. The 4 agencies all working together, and then obviously my executive team, Scott Kay, Karen Flannery, Rob McCracken, who's here from Vermont, and Peter, and also Brian, who's on the phone, but we probably don't have a phone connection, Brian Devenstrup, and Rob Boyce, who lives down in New Hope, Pennsylvania. That leadership team, combined with our Denver operations, Jeff Wilkins, Jake Sladish, and Ireland operations with Tom Hackett, our boards and clients all embrace this roadmap and all embrace the challenges ahead of us. Thanks, and now we save the best for last. From the great state of New York, I'm honored to introduce Governor Andrew Cuomo.
Great. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be back in the Southern Tier, Broome County. First, I want you to know, Mr. Babcock, if you implement all those employee suggestions, I'll come work here. I'm especially interested in the nap pods. I just hope my employees don't hear any of this, frankly. To Mr. Babcock, you know, we talk about the entrepreneurial spirit and entrepreneurs who have a vision and imagination and energy. Hearing you speak about your company and your team and the partnership and what you do and the pride and the energy that you bring to it, it is infectious. And I can see why you're a success, and I can see why this company is a success. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to Modern Marketing Concepts. Let's give them a round of applause. It's a pleasure to be with your county executive. I'm a big fan of your county executive. I've worked with her in the good days and the bad days. We've been out there in storms and floods and hurricanes. And today the sun is shining and it's a good day. But she is a great leader, and her team, her economic development team, really did a fantastic job making today a reality. Let's give her a round of applause, and the whole county group. To all the dignitaries, to the mayor, to the town supervisor, Assemblyman Clifford Crouch. You've heard it all. The story has all been said. So let me just put an exclamation point in a couple of concepts. The Assemblyman and I worked together in Albany. Albany for many years was not a help, it was a hindrance, because the state government in Albany was just dysfunctional. And there were political differences, and the differences created gridlock, and everything stopped. It's what Washington, D.C. is today. You can have political differences, that's healthy. But when the differences stop the machine, then it's a problem. And that's what we're seeing in this country, in Washington, D.C. And before it was Washington, it was Albany. For many, many years, they couldn't get a budget passed, they couldn't get anything done, they were finger pointing, they were playing politics. We still have political disagreements. We don't agree on everything, but we agree on the fundamentals. And the fundamental is you want to turn the state around, you want to turn the Southern Tier around, you want to make the state better than ever before, focus on the economy, its jobs, its jobs, its jobs. Because if the economy is working and you're creating jobs, then there's hope, then there's opportunity. If jobs are being created, people are paying the taxes. If they're paying taxes, the county executive can do her job, the mayor can do his job. So it's about the economy and job production. And there is opportunity. You listen to Mr. Babcock. He talks about disruptions. It has a negative connotation, disruptions. I hear opportunities in disruptions. Disruptions are right. The entire economy, all business lines are being disrupted. And they're changing. And in that change, there is opportunity. And that's good news for the state of New York. We were a victim of disruption. We were. 40 years ago, the upstate economy was manufacturing. There was then a disruption. And manufacturing started to move overseas for cheaper labor, and the shoe manufacturing business moved out, and the aerospace business. We were a victim of disruption. Now, we should be a beneficiary of disruption. Many of the problems, especially in upstate New York, we created ourselves. Assemblyman talked about the brain drain. We produce the smartest, best young minds. No state has the university system that we have. But we were losing our young people. Why? Because they were going somewhere else to find their future. Because New York was a hostile environment for business. It's hard to say, but that's the truth. For many years, this state was a tax and spend state. Kept spending more money. The more you spend, the more you tax. And we learned the lesson the hard way. You keep raising taxes, you know what's going to happen? People are going to leave. They'll find a better environment. They'll find a state where they can move to, lower taxes, more favorable business environment. So we said it was about jobs. We said there was opportunity for us in the disruption. But we had to make New York more of a business-friendly state. And that's what we have done. And we have done it aggressively. This state now spends less money than it has at any time in modern political history. Think about that. Our spending rate only goes up about 1.5 points, less than 2% every year. So we really control spending. When you control spending, you know what you can do? You can cut taxes. And we cut taxes across the board. Lowest middle class tax rate since 1953. I wasn't even born. That's how long ago that was. Lowest corporate tax rate since 1968, lowest manufacturing tax rate since 1917. Cut taxes all across the board. Said to business, take a different look at New York. And then we did one other thing. We focused on upstate New York like a laser beam. Because the other truth is, for many years, upstate New York was abandoned. State government was focusing on downstate. Everything was New York City, New York City, New York City, metropolitan area. That's great. New York City's doing great. I'm a New York City boy. New York City's doing great. Upstate New York is where the state had to focus because that was the need. And we also reversed that. We've spent hundreds of millions of dollars investing in businesses in upstate New York. And today is proof positive that the formula works. If you cut taxes in the state of New York and you stop chasing people and businesses from this state and show that you are a pro-business state, if you focus on upstate New York and you offer businesses the same assistance that any state anywhere would offer business. If Mr. Babcock went to any state and said, I can bring 600 jobs, Believe me, the governor would be on the phone saying, let me tell you what I'll do for you to come here. I'll build you a building, I'll give you a subsidy, I'll send my plane, they'll pick you up, they'll bring you, we'll have a meal, whatever you want. This state didn't have that attitude, especially in upstate New York. We made that correction. And it is now the place where our young people will stay to find their future in this new economy, because there is opportunity in disruption. And just as there's opportunity for MMC, there's opportunity for NYS, New York State. And that's what today is all about. 600 jobs. This is a really, really big deal. And it is something to celebrate. We were pleased to do our part on the state, but I want to congratulate the work of the county executive and her team, and I want to thank and congratulate the entrepreneurial vision of Mr. Babcock and MMC, because it is your growth that makes all of this possible, and it's your creativity. So we wish you good luck. Your success is our success, and congratulations on today.
Again, Governor, we thank you. We thank you for everything that you and your team did to make this become a reality. We agree with everything you said, and we thank you for all the help that you've given to Upstate. Now, my hope is that as we conclude and we end this today, is that such a successful expansion right here in our backyard will inspire other business owners throughout our country to look at Broome County as a place where they too can be successful. Dan, to you and your team, congratulations. We wish you the best of luck, and please know that we are all here to help you in any way we can. Today is a great day for Broome County. 600 new jobs. Thank you. And I just want to say thank you for everyone coming today. Great day, and please drive safely. Thanks.